they're only 30 points up here, Thomson. Maybe the game's changing. Maybe Winch will see go right this quarter and we have a game on our hands.
So here we go. Start of the third term here at Godfrey Street. Thomson with a 30-point lead, as Grubby said. Bowles and Mason in the ruck. And neither really get a tap down and neither have really been effective at the centre bounce today. Mason puts the tackle on. And locks it in there for Winchelsea. So secondary bounce to occur. Mason to come from the same side as Bowles this time.
Put the clock on?
Probably not. Bowles got it down. Menzies puts the tackle on. And the ball spills free. Mason's kick was smothered by Casey. Now through the middle there's a handball. Comes to Williams who tries to get through some traffic and then drops the footy. When he got tackled by DeSanto. The kick from Kittle was smothered. Now it comes out. Williams gets it to Brooks who got it out, but Hole tracks it back towards centre wing. Goes to the right foot, kick long towards McLeod, but I might be all just in the field of play as it bounces. And out of bounds for a boundary throw in, right half forward for the Tommy Tigers.
Dragoons.
They were down. Dale, they were down, the Dragoons.
No. It's going to be a bad day at work tomorrow then.
You take over, I'll look.
Righto.
All right.
Ball in the half forward line. Not too sure where the ruckmen are here. Oh, yeah, back in this Mason and also Bowles, and that's where I thought the ball was going to go. Reese Howell can't touch it. Now he can because it hits the ground, picks the ball up, and he handballs out the back, goes to Wall, who goes quickly back into the forward line. Governs from behind, tries to knock the ball out of Davis' hand, picked up by Kittle around the body, and I tell you what, Jakey Kittle, nice finish. Has got his second goal of the afternoon and the seventh for the Thomson Tigers. There, 7-4, which we'll see on 1-4. We have gone 1.5. Third quarter to Granny Cycling Sports, third quarter scoreboard.
Well, they plucked something out of nothing there, Thomson. The thing that worried me about that goal is not only did he kick the goal from where he was, but Freeman was running into the goal square on his own. It looks to me like they may have Bailey Cale on him at the moment. And look, you've got to stick with a kid like that all the way. And if Kittle had a muck the kick up or give a handball out, Freeman's running into an open goal. You can't just stay on a bloke when you're out there. You've got to follow him in. But that's a good goal for Thomson to get because they get a couple more and we're going home.
3 down the Dragons. Bad luck. So back to the middle. Bowles and Mason. Mason gets it down. Hole roves it though. Goes towards centre half forward. McLeod jumped at it. Couldn't take it. Westwood taps it towards McLeod. Chopped off though. The Blues had the numbers. Can they pick the ball up? They can now and they go with a long kick. Brooks towards centre half forward. Tucker can't take the mark. Comes back to him, though. Gives it to Tobias Orney. He gets wrapped up. Now Tucker on hands and knees. Sprigg had to wait for it, and then he turned the ball over.
That's holding the ball.
Wiseman punched it. No.
Whoa.
Umpire said play on. Now it falls to Brooks again. There's a bit going on behind the play. Keep your eye on that. Ford comes out. Handballs it away to Bill Collins. He gets it over the top. Carricker. Can he kick the round? Oh, he kicks it behind. So one behind again. 1-5-11 Winch. Thomson 7-4-46. 3 played. Third term.
I think if you try and break through a pack and then lose it, I think that's holding the ball. I really do.
I think you're right, Grub. Hodgson from full back. Eases it beautifully to Reese. How many possessions do you reckon he's had already? 25?
Yeah. But he's not getting the yards. No way.
Yeah, I'm giving him.
Not again.
I'm giving him 3 already. So Holwell from half back. Dale gives him 3, you're in trouble. So ball goes towards centre wing.
Not in my radar today.
Wiseman handballs it away back to McLeod. Goes towards half forward. Freeman read it the better, but he left it for Kittle. He kicks it around the corner wall, and a good kick over the back because Westwood was sitting there. Does it sit for him? No, I don't think it does. And it runs through for a behind.
That's a let-off.
7-5-47 Thomson. Winchelsea 1-5-11. 4 played, third term, DeGrande Cycling Sport scoreboard.
Gubbins gets the kick in from the full-back position. He takes a mark just on 50. And again, not much movement forward of the ball for them, so he goes short and wide. Mark taken out there, Ellis. On his left boot, just runs, carries towards centre wing and now goes into the half-forward line. Again, no too many out there, but there was Thomson 3, and it ends up in the hands of Jacker. He goes back to where the ball came from to the half-forward line. Up over the top, McLeod can't take the mark. Ball hits the ground, picked up again, kicked forward, goes and sitting in the hole. This time is Matty Wallen. So Wallen now, he goes quickly back towards centre wing. Brooks comes up, got the runner inside. Karaha takes the ball and it chips it over the top. Better way to kick, nice, and finds Spriggs. He looks back inside, better forward of play, but if John O'Casey comes up and takes the mark, called the play on by the umpire, comes out wide and Westwood takes the mark. This is Josh. He goes back, right boot, little short kick going forward towards McLeod, comes up. Just eats attacking side of centre wing. Wall on the far side waving his hands around. McLeod just saying, take your time. He goes short over the top of John O'Casey once again. So Casey now, he will go quickly into the forward line, goes towards, it was a target out there, and I think it was Kittle. The mark is not taken, ball hits the ground, and the umpire said that's holding the ball, and free kick will go to the Thomson side. And it's Wall once again, I think. So Brendan Wall is about 30 out directly in front. In now and kicks towards goal. Didn't start that nicely, but it's going to hold its line just, I think. And he has got his first goal of the afternoon. And the 8th now for the Thomson side. They're 8-5. They lead the Winchelsea Blues on 1-5. 6 minutes gone. Third quarter to Grandy Cycling Sports third quarter scoreboard.
I think now it's starting to look a little bit dangerous. I just reckon Winch tried to play their best footy in that second quarter. They held the Tommy Tigers up, but they just didn't kick. Only kicked the one goal themselves. And I just think if Thomson now, they've kicked the first couple. If they kick another one, the opposition falls away a little bit, and it could get ugly. So I think what Winch got to do is just play the game out the best they can.
Back to the middle. Bowles gets it down. Through the middle. Price had it, lost it. Kick off the ground by Gardner towards half forward. Falls to Westwood. Oh, can he get it out? He's got McLeod by himself. He's got his brother is there as well. He handballs it over the top. They can raffle it in the goal square, and Jacko just kicks it off the ground.
How the hell does that happen?
He kicks his third of the afternoon and the night for Thomson. They go to 9-5-59. They lead Winch 1-5-11 to Grandy Cycling Sport third quarter scoreboard. 7 played.
Look, they've got Gubbins down there, Sterling, who's a pretty good player. They've just lost their structure no matter where that ball went. If it goes straight, Thomson get it. If it goes to the right, Thomson get it. If it comes to the left, Freeman runs in for Thomson and gets it. That had to be a goal. Even if you buggered it up 4 times, they'd still pick it up and kick a goal. And I don't know where their structure went to. I didn't see it coming myself, and all of a sudden, they all pop up. So there's something wrong there. The Winch have just dropped off them and let them sit there. They didn't run in. They let them sit there.
So back in the middle of the ground again. Bowles, Mason. Umpire throws the ball up. Bowles over the top to McLeish. McLeish stands and kicks into the half-forward line. Ball bounces, going across. The ball was taken by Bennett. Ends up in the hands there of Place. Goes to Budavalis. Out wide. Okay. Taken out there. Spriggs it is. Short option. It was going to go to Sawney, but he decides to go back in the middle of the ground. Again, grubby, dangerous kick, but it comes off. Brooks takes the mark and plays on now. Inside the centre square, he goes looking for forward. Over the top, Jacker gets the ball to the ground, picked up by Holwell. Puts boot to ball. Lucky will call it because it ends straight in the hand of Banfield. So he plays on now and comes out wide. Goes looking towards Westwood. Gubbins arrives, knocks the ball down. Goes back towards Fammer. Got the handball across to Gubbins. Gubbins into the half-forward line. Kick will be okay, just. Mark taken just inside the field of play by Tucker. So Tucker now is looking forward of the ball. And we've got too many options there, so he's going to go back to Wallen. Oh, I'm not too sure what called out there, but he left the ball alone. Westwood goes over the top. Westwood one to the other. And they go now into the forward line again. McLeod's up and in front and dangerous and takes the mark.
Well, he did play here for a while, Matty Wallen, didn't he?
He did.
Yes, he did.
And maybe one of his ex-teammates said, leave it, Matty, it's mine. And he turned around and there was no one there. Not for Winch anyway. Mind you, it wasn't a great kick. A little kick like that should go straight to you, not over your head.
So McLeod now, similar to the last kick of goal by Wall. Same distance anyway. And Jackson McLeod with 3 already this afternoon. Kicks a goal, and that one again away to the left, and it is through for a minor score.
Exactly. That's
9-6 to the Thomson side, 1-5, and we have gone 9 minutes, third quarter.
So Cale from fullback plays on, comes towards half back. Wiseman at the back, good thump away. McLeod at the front, handballed it to Gardner, threw it over the top. McLeod goes back, taps it to Reese. His short little chip kick towards Hodgson. Left foot tumbling punt towards the square, punched away defensively at the back. Was pretty good, and then you've got McLeish over the top to Westwood, and he sprayed it as well and 3 for 1 behind to Jared Westwood. So they go to 9-7-61 Thomson. Lead Winchelsea 1-5-11 to Grandy Cycling Sport third quarter scoreboard. 10 played.
Just waiting for the ball to come back to Matty Warren, doing the kicking and duties this time for the fullback position. So your club room side of the ground. Plays on now. Kicks low and flat. Was okay. Mark taken out there. Bennett. Tucker leads up and again into a little bit of space, so he finally goes in that direction, but that's out of bounds on the full. So ball will go back quickly. McLeod plays on and goes in forward. Mark taken out there by Westwood. Ooh, umpire says it's a mark.
No, yeah, it's fine. He's trying to spoil.
So Westwood now.
This is the bloke we didn't see last time.
Jared played the first time.
Right.
Yep.
Well, the other blokes had a few touches today too.
Josh, yep. Both involved in that goal that went over the top. Grubbin, he had all the options. So Westwood runs in now, kicks towards goal, and he has put it straight through the middle.
Missing.
So Jared Westwood gets his first in the 10th now for the Thomson side. 10-7. They lead Winchelsea 1-5, and we've gone 11 minutes. Third quarter of Granny Cycling Sports, third quarter scoreboard.
We've sort of gone back to the first quarter where they just dominated everything. The ball just can't get up the Winchelsea forward line. And I think the few blokes up there are getting cold because Thomson are just dominating here, and they're really showing us that just how hard they are going to be to beat in the rest of the season.
Should have gone to West and North. Told you we should have. Point the difference.
Well, one versus two we've got to go to.
Someone said it was a twilight game. So
Back to the middle, Bowles and Mason. Bowles gets it down to McLeish, handballed it to Racy, got pushed off the football. Umpire, bit late, but got it. Was a push. The coach with disposal number 83. You can't get him, not give him votes. Seriously, you blokes.
I'll give him a vote.
Oh, well.
That'd be right. Goes long towards Davis. Oh, good mark at the back, Gummins. Goes towards half-back. Oh, lost in the sun there, Bennett. Has to get around. He does. Over the tackle, gives it to Fama. He runs into trouble, and he dropped the footy. The umpire right on the spot. Pods. Free kick, Thomson. Oh, hello, Bowlesy.
Just bowled him over.
Fama to the ground, but anyway, they play advantage, and they go to McLeod. He's had a lot of the footy at half-4 today, Jackson. And kick 3.
I think his words were, stop whinging.
Yeah. Kittle over the back here, just on the ground. You watch this. He comes up. McLeish over the back. Here he is. Oh, Nelly, I
didn't get the bounce.
Oh, he might get it again here, though, because they've run past it. The Winchelsea boys.
That's a bit high.
McLeish got one high. Yeah, big time. Oh, and they're telling him about it too, Jai Price. So McLeish will shoot for goal from left half forward, about 45 out, 45-degree angle.
Heard a lot of good things about Jai Price. So I think we're going to have to see him again for me to judge on him because he's been pretty poor today. Not poor, but just struggled today.
They've all struggled with grub.
McLeish comes in, right foot kick, beautiful goal. Dave McLeish kicks his first of the afternoon. And the 11th for Thomson. They go to 11-7-73. And they lead Winch 1-5-11. And that is on the Grandy Cycling Sport. Third quarter scoreboard, 13 minutes played.
That one might have been his first for a long time because, boy, gee, like when you're 10 goals up, people don't go to you like that. They just went to him as if it was his. I know they do it now if you kick your first goal in league footy. They go to you like you've won the world title. Well, they went to him then, so he's obviously very, very popular. Or that's his first one in quite a long time.
Spends a lot of time on his hands and knees, I can tell you, Dave McLeish.
He
in the footy.
Yeah,
he gets it out of there.
Yeah, ball in the middle of the ground again. This time over the top goes to Fama. He was tackled straight away, and no chance for the ball to come out. Umpire says, "I will take the ball."
And why is it when you get players like that? And I know Holwell's the same. They love people like that, don't they?
Yeah.
So forward now. This time he takes the ball out of the ruck contest, and again wrapped up fairly quickly. And the ball will go back to the umpire once again. So Meeson and all Bowles doing the ruck work. This time Meeson down forward, forges his way through. Kick didn't travel too far though. Again, it's at hands and knees stuff. Now there's a holding decision, and it's going to go to Will Ford. As you said, Grubby might have been a bit cold down there, so he's moved himself up the ground a little bit. Yep. So Ford now goes into the forward line, out wide. Leading the race for the ball will be Gardner. Gets there, doesn't pick it up, goes to Maguire. Maguire goes back with the Wiseman. Ends up there in the hands of Hodgson. He goes back to Wiseman. They're fiddling around with a bit, but in right hands now. He goes across the ground. That's Hodgson. Mark taking Tunbridge. Has players further across the ground, but he decides to stop and prop and go towards PJ DeSanto. Takes the mark. Thought he had a running option, but decided to go out wide. Kick
Not a good
wasn't
one.
good enough, though, and it's Gardner over the top of the ball. Couldn't pick it up. Now in the hands of Jacker. Got the handball inside. Goes to Banfield. Banfield is John O'Casey. He's tackled. Got the handball out. Goes to Wiseman. Tried to feed it forward, but ends up in the hands of Winchelsea. And they bring the ball across the ground now. Go on a 2-on-1 situation. Menzies able to get the ball to ground. Picked up by Price. Handballs over the top. Goes back, and it's picked up by Harding. Goes out wide to Gubbins. Gubbins takes a mark and goes quickly to the half-forward line. They continue to run now. And it's through Collins. Long into the forward line, but again, DeSanto just goes back, takes the mark, handballs away, goes to Jacker, it goes out wide. Running player is Gardner on the half-back line. Looks at his options inside, little short kick. McLeish continues to run, picks the ball up and he goes long towards McLeod. 2-on-1 situation, ball from behind. Sterling's able to get the ball to ground.
Bit of stage in there, Jacko. He was trying to get a free kick, wasn't he?
He was.
So on centre wing, far side of the ground, the umpire about to restart the play.
Don't wait for him, mate. Throw it in.
Waiting for Bowles to arrive. Meeson's already there. Ruckman go at it. Ball gets out the back. Fama takes it. Was tackled straight away, but able to get boot to ball. Goes towards Egan. He goes back wide towards the boundary. The mark is taken out there in the hands of Casey. Goes forward to the half-forward line, but again out in front of Westwood. Actually too far out in front of Westwood, and it's gone over the bounce on the full. Free kick will go to Budavalis on the far side of the ground. So he goes back to Gubbins. Now,
the problem is
K's him in now. Yeah, so he goes short. Mark will be taken out there. It's Williams. Goes short again.
And they're still worse off than when he...
Sterling goes wide. And that thing's just inside the field of play. Bailey Cale has the mark. Joey Fama asking for it short and around the boundary line. He's not too sure where he wants to go, so he goes back inside. Well, it's okay. Meeson takes the mark. Running player. Wasn't ready for the ball, and that was Williams. They dive on top of it now, the Thomson side. Hold it up. Umpire says it's not going to come out, so a ball up to take place once again.
I reckon I was wrong there. You actually do have to wait for the players to get there nowadays because you've got to nominate, don't you?
Yep.
So ball thrown up by the umpire. It's tapped down, ground level. Meeson trying to work his way out of that contest, but he's not coming out of there in a hurry. Umpire to come in and take possession once again. So Bowles and Meeson doing the ruck work. Thrown up by the umpire this time. Meeson out the back, goes towards Fama. Taps it towards the boundary line. Kittle, he gets to the front possession now. He's pushed off the ball, picked up again by Fama, and he walks over the boundary line. There's going to be a throw-in to take place. Half-forward line, or just outside the half-forward line. Again, Stuart Thompson's attacking end of the ground. Thrown back in by the umpire once again. Ball from Meeson's hand, picked up there, clicked away. And it's going to be by Remos, goes into the half-forward line. Mark is not taken. Reece Howard jumps over the top. He's picked up by Sawney, though. Got the handball away to Spriggs. High, said the umpire.
Play the
Allowed
advantage.
to go, and it goes towards Ellis. Oh, I thought he was going to continue then.
He
Ball
was.
will come back.
Well, if he did, he'd have got caught.
So Ellis now will go back and try and kick the second goal for the Blues. .25 out, almost directly in front. They come in now, kicks a goal. Didn't look too good off the boot, but it will have the desired effect, and it's through for a goal. So he gets his first of the afternoon, and the second now for Winchelsea there. 2-5, trailing Thomson on 11-7. And we have gone nearly all 19 minutes, third quarter.
Well, that's really all they can do is just hang in there and try and kick as many goals as they can. But when you did a minute ago, you mentioned the Blues. Who's going to coach the Blues next week?
Well,
Because they'll get beat tomorrow, and I reckon it's bye-bye Bolton. And a bloke rang up 11-16 SEN during the week and said Michael Voss will get the job.
Ooh, jeez.
Unfortunately, that bloke was me, but...
Well, good luck with that. I hope that goes well for you. Back to the middle. Mason up against Davis this time. Davis gets it down. Well, they all stop and wait for it, except Reese, who goes in. And
that
goes
for?
below the knees, he reckons.
That's the trip. That's the below-the-knee free kick.
Oh, I'll tell you.
Freeman's done
He's done
Achilles.
Achilles. Yep. The ball is at half forward for Winch. Wiseman sees it towards the boundary line. Yep.
That's season over.
Yep.
Yeah, he's in
finished,
big
Freeman.
trouble. He's
done
in
the
big
Achilles.
trouble.
They're going to have to stop it here, I reckon,
Yeah.
because they're going to need a stretcher, because he can't
Hang
get
on,
off.
hang on. Yeah, good umpiring. Good umpiring, son.
Going to need the stretcher. He just fell over like he'd been shot.
Yeah, yeah.
In the middle, Dan Freeman.
Usually if you have the earphones off, mate, you'll be able to hear that go bang, I reckon.
Yeah, really?
Yep, I listened to Lou go at when I coached Inverleigh. Hutchie did his in the goal square, and I was on the centre wing, and I could hear it go bang.
Yuck.
Sounded like a shotgun going off.
So there's going to be a break in play now at the 20-minute mark of the third term.
While this breaks in play, I did see something last night. I watched the footy last night, and you're talking about rules. I saw Dustin Martin take a mark, right, after he pushed the bloke out with both hands and went back.
Yeah.
Isn't that still a free kick?
Well,
They debated that.
They debated about the fact that whether he actually held his ground or not.
Which he didn't. He didn't. If you come back, you're allowed to hold him, but he actually pushed him, and the commentators, I think they were. Some of them said free kick.
Bristol and Jimmy said it was okay, and Lingy said no good.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, that's an out and out straight in the back, isn't it?
The second movement, I think, was the one he did hold him, and then
he pushed him. I mean, am I that far out of touch? Have the rules changed that much?
No. Well, obviously they have. They got away with it.
They got away with that one.
That was the rules.
I'd like to know from, say, a Razor Ray Chamberlain, what is the decision? What's, good. He copped one too, old Razor.
Yes.
Right, where you don't want to cop one.
He did too.
Gee, this is bad, not just for Thomson. For this kid, he's a tremendous player. And let's just hope it's you blokes are wrong and it's just a sore ankle. He can get back before the end of the year. He's in a stack of pain, I can tell you that. Oh, yeah, he is.
Well, if it's not an Achilles, he's broken something.
Yeah.
Because he went down.
Yeah.
I'm tipping.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, as soon as he went down, you knew he was going to be stretched off.
Yeah.
You know? Some blokes go down, they get up, and they hobble, and you knew that wasn't going to happen. It was over here, mate. He's gone 5 metres to the right, 3 metres in, this bloke.
Whatever he likes. Boundary throw in centre wing. Restart in play.
Maybe he's old enough.
Over the back, Jacker. Mason gets the ball away to place. Back to the middle, punched away by Brooks. Ball in dispute. McLeish tried to tap it on Sprigg. Handball over the top of the head of Fammer. To run onto it. He has to go back and get it. Oh, he got one eye. The umpire didn't see it. Blindsided. Pack develops. Forward pushes Holwell off the footy. And the umpire will come in and ball it up. Just inside the centre square. Winch will see just into attack. Davis and Mason both get a hand to it. Jacker tries to tap it on as well. McLeish gets ripped off the football by a tackle. And the umpire will come in and ball it up again. Ends up with Ramos there. So ball up still just inside the centre square at centre half forward. Davis and Mason. Davis gets it down. McLeish got a clearing kick to a vacant centre wing position. Foot race now. Kittle going to lead in the race for the football. Handballs it back to Westwood. Tried to feign the handball to start with, then get it away to Casey at half back. Chips the ball inside. McLeish takes the mark. And try and switch the ball. No, he's just going to hold it up. He's got Westwood short again. He's going to go in the middle. Leads on McLeod. Why wouldn't you go there? And then a push and Fitty. Oh,
no, he's let it go.
Jeez, that was late. Gubbins plays on McLeod. Goes short to Menzies. Takes the mark. Long right foot kick to the goal square. Over the back, Westwood. Might sit for him. Kick around the corner. Misses. Through for one behind, 1 goal, 2 he's got. And they go to 11-8-74 Thomson. They lead Winch will see 2-5-17. To Grandy Cycling Sport third quarter scoreboard. 24 minutes played.
Will be a bit of time on, as we know, but Waller now from the fullback position, he just decides to play on. He goes short over the top. Will be okay. Was it? No, he's called play on by the umpire. Ends up in the hands of McLeod. He goes long and back towards goal. Will he bring it back far enough? No, he won't. And he's second behind is the 9th for Thomson. They're 11-9 now, and they lead Winchelsea on 2-5.
What happened there?
Mark wasn't paid.
But he marked it, didn't he? He took it out of his hands.
Well, he reckons he didn't hang it long enough, I'd say. So Matty Warren again just wiping the ball on the ground. Found its way into a puddle or a bit of soft stuff. He plays on now and he goes out wide again. Dangerous kick. Wall's going to arrive again, but this time the mark is taken. So from their defensive end, they set things up. I think it was Sterling again out there. So Sterling now from inside defensive 50 goes towards centre wing. 3-on-1 out there.
Just too many there and a great
Davis,
mark.
yeah, over the top, just plucks it out, goes sideways, finds Wiseman.
You can't kick it to 3-on-1.
He's got some options this side of the ground. He's got a number of, if he wants to, he's got 3 players out here because Menzies has made position further up the field. He can go at the back, but he decides to pick the ball up and run now, and he goes long into the forward line. Again, the same situation. Westwood out the back. Oh! Out of mid-air. Thought he'd be the...
Messi.
Yes, it was. Over the top, but the ball runs towards the boundary line and will be over the boundary line now as Harding sees it there.
Tell you what, if that had gone through for a goal, I was going home. I'm not watching it anymore. That would have been a miracle.
Lionel Messi. So the ball thrown back in. Again, the forward pocket. This time, front position, Davis taps it to the front. Coming through, I think it was McLeish, took possession of the ball. Now he needs to get it out. Umpire circling. But no prior opportunity, he said. And the ball up to take place. 25 out from goal. Thrown up again by the umpire. Meeson reaches up over the top and gets his own ball. Comes out the back. Westwood overran it. I think it was Harding who had the ball. He tried to work his way through the contest, couldn't do so. Places also there. Ends up with Brooks picking the ball up, and umpire will come in once again, getting out towards the 50-metre line now. Thrown up quickly again by the umpire. Davis up and down, picked up by Ford off the contest, goes towards centre wing. McClure, I think he was interfered with and the ball was in the air there, but the umpire's allowed things to run, and the kick by Egan has gone over bounce on the full, and there'll be a free kick going to Winchelsea. Place, he gets the ball and goes backwards to Gubbins. They go backwards, but then they get caged in.
Yeah, they've just got to go forward from when they get the footy.
Wall and goes short and over the top, and just mark not taken there by Sterling, put him under pressure. He kicks outside 50. Ford's got to be the target, gets out the back, picked up by Fama, tried to work his way through the contest. He's tackled, had plenty of time, got the ball away, went towards Tucker. He's on hands and knees, got the handle of the Ford. His kick didn't travel too far, picked up by Fama. He's tackled once again by Jacko, brought down. Umpire says, "You are gone, son." Free kick going to the Thomson side, and Sam Jacko will be the recipient. Joey's just asking about prior opportunity.
Yeah, and look, I'd be asking...
And Fitty. There we go. It's always going to happen.
Joey.
And another one too now. As he will be careful, Joey. Be careful.
Look, I'd be asking about prior opportunity myself, but you've got to ask in a nice way and don't hold on to the ball. You know, you're allowed to ask. I would have asked the same. But then discipline like that...
Don't know whether that was a good 50 or not, but
Sure,
anyway.
50.
Was, but Sammy Jack has got the ball in hand, and as the ball will have the distance in it, you would think.
Well, as a defender, Sammy Jacker loves having a shot for goal for me.
So Sammy Jacker steps in now, kicks towards goal. It is long, and it will be.
I reckon he's missed that one.
Only just. That's all you have to beat.
Be dirty on that.
11-10 now, the Thomson side. 2-5 to Winchelsea. 28 and a half gone. Third quarter, the Granny Slogan Sports. Third quarter scoreboard.
Wallen, short little kick into the pocket. Harding takes the mark.
6-6 for the quarter.
Long kick this time. Over the back. McClure can't take it with him. Oh, Banfield can. Oh, good kick too to McLeish. 55 out. Swings around. Right foot kick. Turned it over. Sterling takes the mark.
He reads the ball pretty well, this fella.
He does. Goes along with a kick into the middle. Punched away by Jacker. Falls to the side. Holwell breaks a tackle. Gets it away again. Gardner back inside. 50. Kittle goes up. Off the back, Westwood. Josh kicks around the corner. Goal!
Look at that.
Oh, Josh Westwood kicks his first. Party time at Godfrey Street. 12-10-82, the Tigers. Winchelsea 2-5-17 to Grandy Cycling Sport. Third quarter scoreboard, 29 and a half played.
Look, aside from that goal, I want to go back to Joey Fama. Oh, look, he got the footy here, right in front of us. The umpire gave him plenty of time, as you said in the call, Smith. He gave him plenty of time to get rid of it. He picked it up again and probably didn't even get half that time to get it the second time. So he's entitled to say, hey, how come you... But you don't hold on to the ball and carry on a bit and give 50 because you're hurting your side badly, who are already hurting on the scoreboard.
So back in the middle we go. This time Meeson taps the ball down. It goes towards the coach. Picks the ball up. Goes out wide.
You forget his name.
Yeah, I did. Reese Holwood. Hodgson.
You aren't giving him a vote, are you?
No, he's not getting votes. Could have been anybody from my point of view. Goes to Cale. Put him under pressure too. Got the handle out to Wall and he's under pressure. I tell you what, they're applying plenty of it. And Westwood has got him in a tackle and the ball is not coming out then. And it will be a ball up to take place. So in between centre wing and half forward. Ball thrown up again by the umpire.
Come on, Johnny.
Position, goes to McLeish. McLeish gets the ball back to Reese Howell, puts his head over it. Now he dives on top of it this time. He might be in a bit of trouble, I think, Reese Howell.
Oh, I thought he was going to pay it too.
Yeah, he had the arms spread, but he had the arms up, and I thought, here we go. So back with the umpire once again. Same position, ball up taking place. Meeson front position this time. Taps the ball down, going as far as Howell again. Oh, don't know whether that was a push. He actually turned him in the tackle then, so I thought that was okay, but he does it nice, Reese Howell. He might just sneak into one now, I think.
Do you reckon he spends the whole Sunday in bed?
Yeah, he would. or in a bath, anyway.
Recovering.
So ball goes to the half-forward line. Wall couldn't trap it. It was a good second attempt, and the ball goes over the boundary line, so a throw-in to take place in the half-forward line for the Tigers.
You don't give him a vote today, Dale. Don't come next week.
I'll just slot him into one.
All right, then, fair enough. It's all right.
He probably won't need any more than that anyway. So ball gets out the back, goes towards Price. He runs onto it. He can't pick the ball up. Again, it's pushed forward. It's worked hard. Price goes back and collects it once again. Comes round back towards the centre wing. McClure comes up, but Hodgson does nicely, and he takes the mark. So Hodgson now with the ball outside 50. He's going to go long and towards McLeod. Ball, numbers at the contest, gets to the front. Who's it going to win the possession of the ball? Goes to Price, picked up Westwood again.
How many times are you going to do that?
Josh Westwood's in the right spot again. He has now got 2 and the 13th goal for the Thomson side. They're 13-10. 2-5 to the Winchelsea side. We've gone 32. Third quarter, the Granny Cycling Sports third quarter scoreboard.
That's the dangerous point for me. When we saw him here the first time, only one of them played and played reasonably well. Now you see the two of them, and even though they're not best on the ground, you see what they can do.
I'll tell you what, the two of them and Kittle together.
Yeah.
Like they've kicked 5 goals.
Yeah, it's just, and that means, well,
Jacko's kicked 3.
Yeah, if Freeman,
if Freeman's gone,
got 2.
they've still got plenty of goal kickers to take his spot and play. You know,
Davis has only kicked 1.
Yeah, and he could have kicked a couple more early. So, look, I know it's only round 7. I think they're home. I can't see.
They're going to take some beating.
I can't see anyone beating them unless, all right, maybe have lost Freeman today. If they lose 5, 6 more,
Baden's out,
and he's got to come back in. Yeah.
And they got Fenavesi, Hutchinson, Solly, and Forbes. Matheson.
Well, there's the bloke. He comes back in for Freeman for some goals. But they look at the moment unbeatable. I know there's a long way to go.
Back in the middle, Bowles and Mason. Bowles gets it down nicely. And there's the siren for three-quarter time. It is Thomson 13-10-88. They lead Winchelsea 2-5-17. Goal kickers, Dale.
Yes, for the home side, Jackson McLeod with 3, 2 each to Kittle, Freeman and Westwood. That is Josh. 1 each to Davis, McLeish, Jared Westwood, Wall. And for the Winchelsea side, Fama and Ellis are their goal kickers.
Thomson 13-10-88 powering away. Winch 2-5-17 at the final change. We'll take a break, come back, final quarter action after this on 94.7 The Pulse.